हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू। देखिए बेटा, सरफेस केमिस्ट्री हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं और अब लगभग हम लास्ट पार्ट में पहुंच चुके हैं. वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशंस एंड नाउ द टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन इज properties of colloidal solutions. Properties of colloidal solutions. We already discussed about the colloidal solutions. Now what are the properties of colloidal solutions? Dear students, as you know, colloidal solutions includes two components mainly. One is the dispersed phase, another is the dispersion medium. Dispersed phase, you know, the component which we have to add having size nearly lying between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, and another is the dispersion medium used as a like solvent in the solution. Basically, colloidal solutions are heterogeneous nature. That means they have heterogeneous character. अगर हमने characteristics लिखने हो तो पहला पॉइंट हम लिखेंगे these have heterogeneous character. That means colloid particles have their size range between 10 angstrom to 10,000 angstrom or 1 nanometer to 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay. Secondly, generally colloidal solutions have stability. बेटा जब हम colloidal solution बनाते हैं डिस्पर्स्ड फेज को सुटेबल डिस्पर्शन मीडियम में ऐड करते हैं तो कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन फॉर्म होता है. कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन की स्टेबिलिटी इस बात पे डिपेंड करती है कि डिस्पर्स्ड फेज और डिस्पर्शन मीडियम कैसा है, और आपने बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ा है. इसी बेसिस पर हमने कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशंस को दो टाइप से डिवाइड भी करा है, हाइड्रोफोबिक एंड हाइड्रोफिलिक, और लायोफोबिक और लायोफिलिक. लायोफिलिक और हाइड्रोफिलिक सॉल्यूशंस आर जनरली मोर स्टेबल because there is the interaction between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium, like the solution of starch, gum, gelatin, like this. But if we talk about hydrophobic colloidal solutions, that is the colloidal solutions of metals, metal sulfides, metal oxides, sulfur, which are usually weaker interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. बेटा जब आपके पास कोई ऐसे सॉल्यूशंस होंगे और अगर आपने उनको कुछ देर तक स्टैंडिंग में रख दिया या फिर जहाँ पे डिस्पर्स फेज पार्टिकल्स काफ़ी ग्रेटर साइज होंगे, देन डेफिनेटली देयर विल बी द प्रेसिपिटेशन नोन एज कोएगुलेशन. सो सच टाइप ऑफ कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशंस आर नॉट मोर स्टेबल. बट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट हाइड्रोफिलिक और लायोफिलिक कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशंस, सो जनरली सच कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशंस हैव स्टेबिलिटी. Another characteristics of colloidal solution, colloidal solutions have filtrability. आपको मैंने मेथड ऑफ प्यूरिफिकेशंस बताए, उसमें हमने आपने देखा होगा कि हमने एक अल्ट्रा फिल्टर प्रिपेयर करा. जो ऑर्डिनरी फिल्टर होते हैं, ऑर्डिनरी फिल्टर कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड फॉर द फिल्ट्रेशन और प्यूरिफिकेशन फॉर द कोलाइडल्स बिकॉज देयर पोर साइज इज कंसिडरेबल. देयर पोर साइज इज मच लार्जर बाय विच क्रिस्टलॉइड्स एज वेल एज कोलाइड्स बोथ कैन पास थ्रू. सो हम उनको सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते, इसलिए हमने प्रिपेयर करा था अल्ट्रा फिल्टर विद द हेल्प ऑफ कोलाइडोन सॉल्यूशन, दैट इज 4% नाइट्रोसेल्युलोज इन ईथर और अल्कोहल. As well as you can use animal membrane, you can use parchment paper. These are the some filters which can filtrate crystalloids from colloidals. So these have filtrability. Animal membrane and parchment paper can be used. Visibility. Colloidal particles basically have considerable size and lie between 10 angstrom to 10,000 angstrom, but फिर भी colloidal particles we can't see with our naked eyes. Colloidal particles even we can't see by ordinary microscope. Colloidal particles basically we can see by the scattering of light phenomena, dispersion of light, scattering of light. कभी आप देखो अंधेरे में रात में जा रहे हो स्कूटर, स्कूटी या बाइक से, और जिस एरिया से आप जा रहे हो वहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत डस्ट है, पोल्यूशन है, तो आप देख सकते हो जो आपकी स्कूटी, स्कूटर या बाइक की हेडलाइट है, उसकी हेडलाइट के पाथ में आपको कुछ पार्टिकल्स मूव करते हुए दिख जाएंगे जिससे लाइट स्कैटर्ड होती है, डिस्पर्स्ड होती है, चारों तरफ फैल जाती है. दिस फिनोमेना इज द स्कैटरिंग ऑफ लाइट. सो visibility, colloidal particles are not visible by naked eyes or by microscope, by ordinary microscope. However, can be viewed by the scattering of light, as well as colloidal solutions after scattering of light also show color. The color of the solution depends upon the wavelength of the light scattered by the particles. जो particles हैं लाइट को scattered करेंगे, उन particles की जो size है और जो लाइट की wavelength है, कलर इस बात पर डिपेंड करेगा कि वो particles कौन सी wavelength की wave को scattered करते हैं. Generally for the scattering of light, wavelength of the light should be less than the size of the colloidal particles. If colloidal particles have a smaller size than the wavelength, then the scattering of light does not take place. Remember this thing. Okay. Another property, osmotic pressure. You know, osmotic pressure is a colligative property. Dear students, if we have colloidal solutions, then we can study about osmotic pressure. Dispersed phase particles can behave as a solid particles in the solutions. Okay, so as you know, colligative properties are those properties which mainly depends upon the nature of solute, which mainly depends upon the amount of solute, independent to the nature. Okay, so basically colligative properties are those which mainly depend upon the nature of solute, not on the amount of the solute. Okay, I am still wrong, I think so. Colligative properties are those properties of solutions which mainly depend upon amount of the solute and independent to the nature of solute. That's right. Okay, so if we have a colloidal solutions having dispersed phase particles, we can find out osmotic pressure by applying the formula or concentration concept. Colloidal solutions also have mechanical property, just like in gases. आपको अगर याद हो gases में, in a gaseous container, gaseous molecules have tendency to move in the zigzag manner in all possible directions, to and fro, strike with the wall of the container as well as collide with each other, zigzag motion, Brownian motion. So colloidal solutions also have Brownian movement, zigzag motion. कोई पार्टिकल आया नीचे से टकरा के ऊपर गया, ऊपर से उधर गया. Remember, Brownian movement shows the stability of colloidal solutions. Colloidal particles, motion of colloidal particles opposes the effect of gravity. Colloidal particles do not easily settle down. Okay, so these are some colligative properties, dear students. Watch this. Watch all these properties which I mentioned in this video, like mechanical property, Brownian movement, zigzag motion. Importance of mechanical properties. Due to stability of colloidals, mechanical property shows the stability of colloidals. Mechanical property shows that colloidal particles have like charge. That's why like charge repel to each other. It opposes the effect of gravity. Can determine Avogadro number. These 2 points are the significance of mechanical property, and these 2 points are the cause of Brownian movement. Okay, and there is the optical property. This is the Tyndall effect, scattering of light, colloidal phenomena, and the last one is the electrical property. It's a very important and useful property of the colloidal solutions. Electrical property shows the stability of colloids. This property is also helps to explain the origin of charge in colloidal particles. That means colloidal solutions में जो colloidal particles उनमें charged होता है, वो charge आया कहाँ से? Okay, zeta or electrokinetic potential. This point number 8, I will discuss in the separate video about the electrical property of the colloidal solution. It is very useful for both subjective and objective part. Electrophoresis, coagulation, electroosmosis. So up to first 7 points, read and study and watch the video for the effective understanding about the colligative property of colloidal solutions. And in the next video, I will discuss in detail electrical properties of colloidal solutions. And regarding the properties of colloidal solutions, if you have any doubt or problem, then please ask me, call me, and refer to the book also. You can go through NCERT book, Pradeep book, and Dr. Prabhat for physical chemistry, competition book for IITs. And questions you can solve from the number of books, including Narendra Avasthi, O.P. Tandon, and so many other books for the competitions. Okay, and first of all, try to write down all NCERT questions based on properties of colloidal solutions. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.